G'day punters, welcome back to another episode of Two Colts in the Kong. Only 2 meetings left to go, Edward. The racing's still pretty good though.
It is, definitely. Yeah, good card. Of course, this is the traditional end of season fixture, so to speak, that we've got tomorrow at Shadton, and then with the way the season has worked out, we finish on Wednesday night at Happy Valley. But 11 races, a couple of features. The Jockeys Championship is virtually all over. It's like the Test Series where you've got a couple of dead rubbers left, basically. But this Trainers Championship is fascinating, isn't it?
Incredible, yeah. All 3 of them are a chance. It's not all over just yet, but it should be all over the Jockeys Premiership. Zach's 8 in front, and if there is one man that could come out and ride 9 or 10 winners, it probably is the Magic Man, but he's going to have to. We'll know by the first few races, won't we? So, unfortunately for Joe, he's suspended last week and then suspended again on Wednesday in the last meeting. So, if Joe doesn't fire early, then it's all over, and Zach will be crowned 3rd year in a row.
Fourth overall,
yeah. Jockeys Championship, where I think he deserves it. He's having another incredible season, and he's kept calm at the right stages throughout the season, and he's just continued to fight all the way to the line. But yeah, a few suspensions have been very vital in Joe's bid to win it.
And as far as the trainers are concerned, Ricky, you in front by 1. The challengers keep coming, but Ricky keeps finding a way to land or to stay in front.
He does, and he's got a couple of nice horses again in on tomorrow. And don't worry about old Tony Cruz. He's an old marvel, and he knows how to get his horses right. His horses are going well. Francis is still firing, and I've seen the entries for Wednesday. Francis and Ricky have got plenty of bullets left. So I would be shocked if it doesn't go right down to the wire. It's going to be a great battle, and it's interesting. It's good to see. It keeps this the end of the season nice and interesting.
For sure. So let's have a look at the program then coming up at Shadton Sunday afternoon. All races on the turf. 11 races. When we get started with the Class 5 over 1,400 metres, there are a lot of hopes in this race.
Yeah, there is. It's a pretty open race. I've just gone with Cole Mimi wins, John. I thought this horse would have run much better a couple of starts ago. He's definitely got the ability to win the race. He put the riding on the wall last start. He ran a much better race, but in saying that's a tough race. Adonis can win. Speedy Dragon can win. He's drawn very poorly, one horse who I've been waiting for a while. He hasn't done much. He's 1 step ahead from Paulie O'Sullivan's yard. I thought from barrier 4, Neil Cullen, he'll be massive odds. I thought he could run a cheeky race.
On to race 2 then, Class 4 over 1,200 metres. Mighty Valor looks the one to beat.
Yeah. I like this horse. His effort to stick on for 3rd last start was outstanding. It's a huge effort. Zach on barrier 5. He doesn't have to lead. He can sit in behind him. He's racing well. Vigor Champ, first up for Jimmy Ting last start, was very, very, very good. He's going to be a nice win and place price again tomorrow. If Mighty Valor's under the odds, I suggest having something on him at the win and place. Simply Fluke, 10 off his back, and Monkey Drury Joe's got another good chance on him to win. He just finds it tough to win, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's consistent enough, but he's not the type of horse you'd want running for your life, so to speak.
Correct.
Let's go on to race number 3 then, Class 4 over 1,400 metres. Leading Fortune, I think, looks like a nice horse on the up. He won last time out. He beat Triple the form, I think, from 2 starts ago. Chevalier Prince is a nice horse who beat him. Drawn well, Neil Calvin retains the ride. Is he in your numbers? Yeah,
I got him on top. He's just coming good at the right time. He stays in the grade. Barrier 2, Smart Wong Choi. He was much better last start. Senior rider goes on, Chad, tomorrow. I think it can run a huge race. Much age racing well. And Circuit Hasley, he's been enormous his last few. He just can't one win at the moment. But I think leading Fortune is a pretty good thing in that race.
Race 4, the Shadton Mile Trophy. This is the traditional feature of the last Shadton meeting for the season. I'm really not sure about it.
It's tough. Fast Most Furious produces what he has been producing as of late. His last start effort was outstanding. He should have won the race. It was a pilot error. He wins, I think. Zach on board, barrier 1. He gets the job done. Pressure Ship will appreciate the 10 off his back, but I wouldn't be shocked if any one of the 8 runners won it.
No. There's a couple I'd be shocked at. don't think we're going to see the best of Northland Superstar in Hong Kong.
Yeah,
and Kim Shield doesn't go on the turf at night.
Yeah, I agree, but there's something there with Northern Superstar. There's definitely some ability there. He's just not producing his best at the moment. But if he does do something, hopefully there's something there for the next season, because he's showed a lot of ability at the trials early on. He looked like a really nice horse. But yeah, you're right, he hasn't shown very much.
No, even his first run here when he ran fifth in the Hong Kong Cup was a really good effort, first or second run here. But I just wonder, with all the issues that he's had, whether we will see the best of what he was able to produce in South Africa. So that's one of the features, the fourth event on the card. We go to the fifth, Class 4, 1,800 metres. What did you pick out for us here?
Natural Storm. He's been a bit disappointing his last few. I thought he should have probably had a win by now, but chat on, barrier 3, 1-2 on his back. I think it's just perfect for him. He gets every chance to win in a race that I think there's a lot of chances. Reynolds was better last start. He gets a 10 off his back. He'll go forward and he'll be hard to beat. Good Days is racing well. And Cheerful Stars racing well, but I think Natural Storm, not a bad winner place price either.
McManagle continues to race well too. He's one to throw a few multiples.
Yeah, he does. He's just, and Matty Poon's on his back, so Joe's rode him last day. He's probably under the odds last start, so he'll probably get back to a better price.
On to race 6, Class 4, over 1,200 metres. Skyfield probably should have won last time out. Should he win here?
Yeah, he should. I'll stick to my guns. I think he's a horse that's very, very, very good horse. He's 100 rated for sure in my eyes. He needs to mature, and he does still. He's insane. He's only had 2 starts, so he's entitled to do things wrong. But I think there's a serious engine in this horse. His last start effort even run second from where he was, balance up. He was on the wrong leg the whole way, back last. He made up huge amount of ground. And I just hope tomorrow Joe doesn't niggle him out of the gates. I think he is a horse that needs to be ridden quiet. And when he is ridden quiet, he's got a devastating turn of foot. Golden Link's a nice horse going through the grades. But I just think there's no betting compared to them two. I think Skyfield is a much better horse. And I think we'll see that tomorrow. I just hope he can. If he gets cover in behind him, good luck. They won't get near him.
Well, when you look at the race too, the Abraxas will go forward.
Yep.
Hard Promise will go forward from where he's drawn. So there should be good speed for a horse like Skyfield to be able to capitalise on.
Yeah, definitely. I just think he's a good horse, a very good horse. If there's one horse that you're looking for at huge odds.
Mm-hmm. We like these horses, Adam.
Tiger Glare.
Okay.
I thought his last start effort was pretty good. I just think he'll be back in the charge on lane if they get very hard.
That was race 6. We're on to race 7, the big profit handicap. Let's hope we have one of those tomorrow, Adam. Class 4, 1,400 metres here. Armour Star's always been one that I've liked. Zach Perkin sticks with him. The blinkers go on for the first time. Barrier number 1. Where does he figure in things for you?
Yeah, I got him on top. So with Joy's on the quick backup. He was very, very impressive last week. It was a good ride. Joe weaved through the pack, got out late, won really well. I think he's a horse that probably handled the backup. Armour Star just for me on top. I think he's a nice horse. Some Street Somewhere was very good from the back of the field first up for David Hall last start. And a horse who I've got, I was speaking to you about yesterday, a Polar Warrior from the Ricky U camp, who has gone to Chung Fa, had a trial, and he'll come back to Sha Tin. It's been a proven formula for him throughout the season, and he's been able to do it with big odds horses. So I think he can run a huge race with big odds. Super
Red Dragon at last look was the favourite on the Hong Kong tote for that race, but he's yet to win from 12. A horse that you flirted with a bit, Car Fortune.
Move on, Edward.
Move on, okay. Flirted, date didn't go well, decided you're not going to text back.
If he produced his best tomorrow, Edward, he would win that race. So maybe next season we might see him produce his best.
Okay, sure. I will move on, though, to race number 8, Class 3, 1,600 metres. Fantastic show's been in super form, but I just wonder whether he's got to his level. Another one of your horses is in this race, though, Mr. Rodan.
Yeah, Zach goes on's a huge tick. He'll suit this horse. He'll cuddle him up, getting him outside. I've gone with Precise Express. Also always had an opinion of. He'd done the job last start. I don't think there's any fluke to that win. There's big odds. He'll get perfect run from barrier 1 again tomorrow, and he'll be flashing home late. I agree with you on Fantastic Show. I think I wouldn't be shocked if he won a Class 2 race right down in the weights. But the Class 3, top of the weights, I think he's just not letting down like he can.
No, he's probably got that one win left in him, the right sort of Class 2 where they were to roll along in front, set it up for a back market. But I agree. I think 4 wins in a row and a number of placings gets you to a level in the ratings where it is very tricky unless you're a really good horse on the rise.
Correct. Yeah, top weight's tough to. He's not. I don't think he's the biggest horse looking at him. So, Precise Express for me, entrusted second. I think he's going to run a huge race. Third up, mile. Nice horse. Dougie's done a good job with this horse in his first 2 runs, and I think there's something with this horse. I think he'll have a pretty good season next season. And, of course, The Rock. I thought he was good last start, and Chad goes on his back. And, but I think Precise Express, the win and place price again, I think he'll be all right. And if old mate Mr. Ouden gets out to a price, put him in your exotics.
He was at $33 last time, Precise Express. What sort of price do you think he'll be at, roughly?
8 to 1.
Okay, so still not 33s, but still a good price.
Yeah, I thought maybe 7 or 8 to 1.
Okay.
If Joe or Zach was riding it, I'd say probably $3.
Yes.
So, race 9.
Race 9, the Hong Kong Racehorse Owners Association Trophy, another traditional feature at this meeting. Beauty Applause ran a big race last time out. First up from a bit of a break with the improvement. Is he the one to beat here?
Yeah, he is. I've got Mongolian King on top. This horse is flying. He should have won last start. He got out
pace on, doesn't he?
He does, yeah. He got out late. Absolutely launched late. Beauty Applause was good first up. He definitely needed to run because he was weaving, looking for gaps. Got out late. Was okay late, I thought.
Okay.
I thought he maybe should have run through the line a bit better. But Mongolian King, geez, his run was good last start. He launched home. Fantasy's a horse who just keeps improving. I thought his last start effort was good. Down, he's got no weight and he's back again. I thought he could run a cheeky race if he rolls forward. And old mate Dragon General. I wouldn't be shocked if there's not too many runs left in this horse's career.
He is a veteran. Class
2, 90 rating, speed on. He could launch. But I've just put him in for my numbers because I think he'll be big odds. But Mongolian King for me. I heard during the week good standing's been retired too. He's been an incredible horse for his owner. So he'll hopefully see him go to a big, lush paddock back home in Australia.
I get the feeling he was the type of horse that, with the number of the issues that he had, we never really saw the best of him.
He's honestly one of the best looking horses in Hong Kong. He's a beautiful horse. He's done his job for his owners, and he just, even last day, he looked like he would have been a chance if he was in this race. But unfortunately, he's been retired, and good on him. He's had a great career, and he deserves to eat plenty of hay and plenty of grass in a big paddock.
Absolutely. We'll follow his progress for sure for what he does after racing. I know there's only a field of 11, but I'll throw three others at you. Thought Transcendence trialled well, like he's back.
Yep.
Amazing Chocolate's flying, but I just wonder, has he got towards his level? And Young Legend, I don't think he can win, but I thought he stuck on pretty well last time out. He's one, if I was going for a trifecta, a first 4 or a tierce or quartet or those sort of bet types, depending on where you're betting in the world, I'd throw him in for value.
Yeah, definitely. Transcendence recent trial was good. You're right there. He just hasn't done much since that debut. I don't know if he was wound up ready to go on that debut. It might take a bit of stuffing out of him. I don't think he can win tomorrow just because of the wide draw. I think next season we'll see a much better horse when he's matured. Amazing Chocolate flying, Young Legend. Can run a place.
This 10th race is named after an old favourite, Pingwu Spark. It's the Pingwu Spark handicap, Class 3 over 1,400 metres. When he was at his best, that turn of foot that he had, the big grey, he had a bit of a cult following.
I love that horse. We didn't see his best. He was a very good horse. Big, strong boy who could honestly let down like a good horse. I think at his best, maybe if he was managed a little bit better, I think he would have definitely gone on to win some much nicer races. The end of his career, he just didn't want to go in those barriers.
No.
So rightfully so, he was retired. But he, in that big grey launched that race a couple of seasons ago. I think it might have been my first season. It was the last race, and Derek.
Good standing. Look, the winner with Zach Burton on board.
Derek knew where Zach was. And they sort of had a little bit of a look at each other over the line too. I think Derek enjoyed that. So, he was a good horse. He was a very good horse, Pingwu Spark.
Pingwu was caught in the gap that day, but still launched late to win. So this race named after him. A couple of last start winners in it. Flying Sword, and he's a beauty. Flying Sword hasn't been with Tony Cruz for long. He's a beauty. It was always a matter of one day he would win one. He's always shown the ability. He's a nice 3-year-old. Can you, now that he's got that first one in, can he do it again?
Yeah, I think so. And lightweight too. Huge thing for him. He's a horse on the up. He's got the ability. I didn't tip him on top last start just because I thought he's had a lot of chances to win. And I personally believe he is a horse that needs to be ridden quiet because he has a very good turn of foot when he is ridden quiet. But he was good last start. He got the job done. Lightweight, big chance. I'm going to go with Flying Sword. What is he, third or fourth up now for Tony Cruz? His peaks, he's fit. Last start effort was very good. He did draw a soft barrier and he did get to the outside and won well. Yeah. If he gets across, I think he'll win easy. My old mate, finally, they're riding all quiet.
But he's got 14 this time.
That's right. He'll just go back anyway. He'll run on late. I don't know if he can win. That ride last start from Zach last week was a pretty special ride. I don't think many other riders would have won on him. He weaved through and got home late. He's a good horse. He'll improve next season. The ability's there, but he's going to need a ton of luck tomorrow. But a horse who I think can run another huge race, who is always underrated, is Great Treasure. He's going to be big odds. He's flashy. And Guy Dragon, that recent trial, it was a pretty little recent trial. Antoine went to rev him up late, and I think he sort of didn't want to rev him up too much. He grabbed hold of him late, but I think they're the sort of numbers 4, 12, 11, and 5. I'm going to play around those numbers. I think QQPs, and I wouldn't be shocked, but there's a bit of value in this race.
Okay, one more I wanted to ask you about. We've spoken about Flying Sword, Tony Cruz, who's in championship contention. Elkari, Ricky Yu, last start winner. Could he do it again? Is he on your radar? Or
he was enormous last start. The horse has always shown the ability. I just left him out of my number. He could win again, but I left him out of my numbers because I just didn't know if he was genuine enough to win 2 in a row.
Okay, good point. I think the last race is a really good one to finish up with. Named after Entrapment, who was a very good horse. Class 3, 1,200 metres. Good luck, friend. He's won his last 2 in a row. He's always looked promising. I think the best is still ahead of him. He's trained by Ricky Yu as well. I like Metro Warrior's last start effort. He was beaten by a good horse and Winning Dreamer. And Winning Brew won very impressively. Second up last time out. Steps up in class here. Good race to finish the card with.
Great race. Good luck, friend, is a horse I've got a huge opinion of. Geez, he's done a lot in his first season. That was a big win last start. Joe was incredible to get him up to win on the line. It was a big win, but he's going to be taking on a horse tomorrow I think's got a serious ability in Winning Brew. I don't know where Joe's going to be, Barry Ray. It's a tricky draw. Bit of speed. May have to try and opt to ride him quiet. If so, Zach will be in front of him. I think Winning Brew will be off and gone. I think Winning Brew is a very, very good horse. Metro Warrior is also a very nice horse who stuck on well last start, as you said, behind a very smart horse. So I'd be shocked if the winners didn't come out of 9, 2, 3, or 5.
Yeah.
Very shocked. But Winning Brew, I think he's very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quadruple Double also some sort of a hope up on the speed, might be able to stick on for 4th or 5th, that sort of.
Definitely. A horse who we've been speaking about lately. He's a horse for next season to keep an eye on if you get your pens and wanting to keep an eye on these sort of horses. Meraki.
Yep. And I'll give you one more for next season as well, out of this race. I think Exceptional Nice
Definitely
will be a nice horse. Looking at the way that he performed in Australia, he's had one run here. He's drawn wide. I don't think tomorrow will be his day, but I do think he's 1 to 5 for next season.
Blake will suit him. He'll ride him quiet. He'll weave through and get out late, and I reckon he'll definitely run on. You're right. He's a nice horse. There's a couple of nice horses. Maybe if you're looking for a bit of a value in the last, add those 2 in your numbers, and you might get a bit of a Quinella or QP. Just before we go,
yes, Adam.
We've seen a nice one win last week.
I've seen a few nice ones, but Joyful Fortune, the horse you're thinking of?
Yeah,
he just does look like a nice horse. So I think it's been a good last few months in terms of, I think there is a void there in our top level talent, and you've got to be very good to get to the top level. We all know that. Yeah. But I think we've got some horses that we can be hopeful that will go and be top class horses, particularly in the sprinting ranks where Joyful Fortune, Winning Dreamer looks very, very promising. And we've seen them win over the last week or so. they're going to be serious horses, I think. Frankie Law's already said Winning Dream was a group level horse.
Yeah, he looks like a good group winning horse too. He's a good looking horse. I just was very, very taken with Joyful Fortune's win last week. He reminded me a lot of Athero. I just thought the way he went forward, he didn't understrangle, but not just that, his demeanour in the paddock. His first outing at the races, he got around it like he's had 30 starts. Nothing worried him.
Very professional looking horse,
Correct.
Isn't he? Like even the way that he jumped, put himself, travelled, and he did that in his trials too.
Yeah, he's top class. Excited to see him. Hopefully we do see Athero back next season, taking on these young guns because there's sprinting ranks in Hong Kong have dropped. I think if it's time for one of these younger horses who could step up and go on and be some very nice horses.
But I think it's a bit of a changing of the guard, isn't it? And that, I think Beat the Clock, he's been a terrific horse, but he's getting older. Mr. Stunning's retired. They've sort of been the flagship sprinters over the last couple of seasons. And I think now there's the opportunity for the next one to put their hand up and be the best sprinter in Hong Kong. We've had some great sprinters here, and there's the opportunity for the next one to come through. What's your good thing of the day tomorrow?
Skyfield.
Okay. I
just hope he's not unders.
Yeah, I think he'll be short, but I agree. He'd be the one I'd go to the races.
If he's two unders, I'll go Winning Brew in the last.
All right, I'll have a beer with you on that, and I'll say good luck, friend.
Okay.
Now, we're going to do something special next week too.
We are.
Extra show.
We have been waiting for our stuff to update our Two Colts in the Kong podcast, but it still hasn't arrived. But that's understandable. We're still waiting for it, but we'll get it all done for next season, and we'll make it a bigger and better show. We're looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to next season. There's some serious animals here in Hong Kong, and it'll be good to have a little break. And next Wednesday night, make sure you tune in because the trainer's title and it's going to be a cracker. And if Joe comes out and rides 10 tomorrow, Ed,
I personally think it's all over. I think if you're hoping for Joe, you're hoping for a miracle. Miracles sometimes happen, Adam, but I think it's going to be... If Joe was riding on Wednesday, I'd say some hope. I'm saying next to no hope because he's not. I just think it's too much of a task.
You owe me a beer too because you had a beer at me at the start of the season that Joe would beat Zach.
Okay.
So if Winning Brew beats, good luck, friend.
Couple of beers, but we've got 4, 5, 6 weeks to have them in before the start of next season. So there's plenty of room in the diary there for me to have a beer with you, Adam. I want to put something to the people, though.
Yep. For
the next show. Would you like to see Adam, beard or no beard? Comment. Are you willing to do that for the people, Adam?
Definitely.
Clean campo or rugged?
It's just a thing I do in the off season, like some horses get clipped at the end of the season.
Off season starts on Thursday. So do we give you a clip and then you can really let it go for the off season?
Yeah, if they want it shaved, you know what? I'll tell you what I'll do. If they want it shaved, I'll shave it and we'll donate to a good cause or something like that. We'll try and find a cause and we'll donate some money. And for people who are struggling in the world, we hope everyone is staying safe and look after yourselves and one another. And we'll see you back on Tuesday. And hopefully your pockets are full from tomorrow.
Absolutely. Yeah. Looking forward to tomorrow. Looking forward to our show Tuesday, the racing Wednesday night, and then a break until September.
Yeah, definitely. Good luck, everyone. And hope you're having a great weekend. Cheers.